ingredients in West African cooking, which is red palm oil. It's called dendé, or I think it's dendé in Brazil, and it's actually used in a lot of having some family roots in Cuba. It's used in a lot of religious ceremonies too in Africa. An amazing flavor that's really unique, but it has tons of beta carotene. It has tons of vitamin E. So some of the other main ingredients of the moqueca, which is the fish stew, are coconut milk, and the coconut milk actually is also brought from Africa. They had it in the Americas, but apparently it wasn't cooked with. Generally in Brazil, it's grouper that they use. I think Opa is Asian, but I use Opa sometimes here, or it's Pacific anyway, coast. And then shrimp. We got some nice Gulf shrimp. I can show you a way to open a coconut that is probably unconventional. I would always use a white coconut for this dish. I'm going to make rice with this, and I'm actually just going to use the water, not the flesh, from the coconut. The brown coconuts, the water sometimes goes rancid because they're older. Sometimes you'll see these with a kind of pithy exterior that it's cylindrical and kind of comes up like this, and you have to hack off that pith to get to this side. I was lucky to get one that was already de-pithed. But as you can see, there are 3 holes. And my little trick here to open this, you find one of the holes, you can always open without anything. I'm going to see which one I can find, which one it is. There it is. One of them is always soft, and it's hard to tell which one it is. I'm literally just using an eyeglass screwdriver here, and you can punch it through on that one, but the other 2 you're going to need a hammer. So, use the hammer, and just like a bowling ball, it's got those 3 holes. Poke it through. Actually try and enlarge it a little bit too. Now once you poke the holes in, you're going to drain it. And then it's a lot easier to open, just in general. So I just take this, it usually has about a pint in it. I've never had one overflow, actually, but it usually gets pretty close to the top. Sometimes if it's not opening quite right, you just have to tip it so the air can come out while it's emptying. It's always a pint. Isn't that crazy? I've never had one overflow.